how many of you have noticed? Now, I don't watch a whole lot of television anymore because, well, I have a 5-year-old. So, but when I used to, I heard a complaint from a lot of people that when commercials come on, they seem to be louder than the shows that they follow.
Oh, yes.
Okay, lots of nods. As a matter of fact, Congress, if I remember correctly, about 5 years ago, appointed a subcommittee to look into just this. Thank God Congress is doing something useful with their time. Not balancing our budget. Thank God they're looking into TV commercials. So, the question I have is, can we... First of all, let me ask a question. Why do you say that? Why do you say that commercials seem to be louder than the TV shows?
Because if you turn it down, when the commercials pop on...
You have to turn it down.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's anecdotal evidence. If I have to turn it down to have are you having a conversation during the show itself? So in other words, why do you have to turn it down?
Because it just gets louder as soon as your show...
So perceived loudness. Perceived loudness. Okay, good. Anecdotal perceived loudness. Good. Why else? Why else? Go ahead, friends. Oh, I should erase that. Why else? Or just that? Does that pretty much qualify what you guys are talking about too? Pretty much?
You'll turn it up loud enough to hear the explosions in the TV show, and then, well, the commercial comes on, and the commercial's louder than the explosions.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love that statement. Thank you, Michael. We're going to revisit that, okay? So the question I'm going to have is, here's the research question. And if you guys don't have it out, go ahead and grab your data sheet. Your data sheet has some good data on it from just this problem. Are TV commercials louder than the shows they follow? Now what I want to do is I want you to understand why does not appear. Commercials are louder than the shows. That's going to be our conclusion. I want you to see why this is a matched pairs test versus just a normal old t-test where you have one string of values. So take a peek. I've got this big sheet somewhere. There it is. We're on the second page, I believe.
Yes, top one.
Top one, yes. Yep, top one. We'll get into this next stuff down here in a minute. So, and I've lost the reference, unfortunately, and it's not perfect, in my opinion. It analyzes only peak decibel levels. Michael, more on that in a second, because it ties in what you were just saying. So what we've got is the show decibel levels up top, and underneath them the commercial decibel levels of the commercials immediately following the television shows. The question is, based on this random selection of shows followed by commercials, does it appear TV commercials are louder, in other words, higher decibels than their TV shows? Now, why would this have to be set up as a matched pair test? Why can't we just average the shows and then average the commercials and say, okay, there's a difference. There's a difference. Why can't we just do that? What do you think, Michael?
Because we're losing the relative difference between the individual shows.
The idea of, and this is one of those things that you might or might not know, the idea of commercials, where and when they place commercials, they tie them stylistically to the shows that they follow. They tie them stylistically to the shows that they follow. I learned this years and years and years ago when I go home and watch cartoons in the afternoon when I was young, 9, 10 years old. And there was always these like personal injury lawyer commercials. And these ITT Institute commercials at 3:30 in the afternoon. And I remember wondering, why are they doing that? Why would you have that there? And then Magnum PI was on at 8:30 at night, and totally different commercials. That's because the commercials are targeted for the audiences they think are going to be watching the shows at those times. So if you simply average the commercials and average the shows, you lose that relationship between the show and the commercial. So what we need to do is we need to look at the difference between the show and the commercial. But let's do this. Let's take 5. Take 5, get your air, get your water, walk around. While you're taking 5, enter these data in L1 and L2. Let's put the show in L1. Let's put the show decibels in L1 and the commercial decibels in L2. And then we'll analyze, we'll crunch them when we get back here. We'll crunch them when we get back.